So, welcome to the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News, and today is a kind of a controversial topic about rankings and the discussion between Engin and Devon Larratt. The debate, what my thoughts, my plans, not plans, but my opinions are about that topic. Unfortunately, I don't know why the Hindi live stream was starting up immediately on my other channel and it was not working. That is why a couple of minutes late. I apologize for that. And it is an interesting topic. So what happened is that Engin created his own rankings and Devon kind of didn't like that. So this was the origin. And usually I don't even need to look at the topic in detail, because when you have been in contact with arm wrestlers for a long time, you know that whose values are more similar to yours, with whom you agree more. Like on 8 out of 10 topics, I can openly say that I would agree with Devon. I would agree with Engin more than Devon. But in this topic, I am in agreement with Engin's opinions about 50% and with Devon maybe 75%. So let's see where that goes. And first of all, J.R. Williams with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. I want to tell you guys one thing. J.R. Williams told me in a message, he wrote a message under one of my videos saying that I'm free tomorrow at about 10:30 my time. He told me in EST. I converted, it was 10:30 my time. So can you go live at that time? I'm like, okay, okay, why not? So I was 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late, J.R. Williams, sorry. So thank you for $10 super chat. New 90 kg senior women's arm wrestler right-handed rankings. Gabby 1, Sarah 2, Olga 3, and Ryan Bluebow in number 4. Maybe Gabby beats Ryan because in practice pulls she was stronger. But Ryan has competed against Sarah, has practiced against Sarah after he beat Chan Shaw. And I think he was controlling Sarah right-handed. So funny, it is funny, but yeah, well. Ryan needs to work out on more stuff rather than just arm wrestling specific lifts. Least interesting drama in arm wrestling. So I'll tell you what the situation is. Engin uploads his top 10 rankings in the world about 30 hours, 35 hours from now, and his rankings are as follows. Levan Saginashvili 1, then Jerry Cadret 2, Gennady 3, Artem Morozov 4, Dave Chaffee 5, Alex Cordeja 6, Hermes Gasparini 7, Revaz Lutidze 8, Michael Todd 9, Evgeny Prudnik number 10. Let me knock off a few chats. No, why do you think, brother J.R. Williams? Engin did not start the live stream at the same time as me. He finished his live stream. I think he started it at least 90 minutes before. I don't know why you are saying that, but please mention it. Pandemic is East versus West tournament. But this channel, okay. I don't think I did that. J.R. Williams, please explain what you're saying. Accurate ranking if Devon is injured. Pradeep, you were wrong, my brother. About what? Please mention. Ryan needs overall strength. Deep J.R. Williams in the house. Mark में भी पर no audio, सिर्फ chat, super chat. आ जाओ प्रदीप भैया. Rishi, Jatin, Mark, Seon, Atlantis IRL. Devon had to take in here with calling Engin too small. That is dirty. Yes, I've recorded a video and that is about to be uploaded anytime soon, before this live stream ends, about Devon versus Prudnik. Why? Why do you think I was wrong? What did I say? No more clickbait titles, please. Todd versus. So what is clickbait in this title? Don't make the angry Turk more angry. What I have to say to you, Aris is saying. Prudnik versus Devon match confirmed. Yes, Engin has said that Devon confirmed. Devon gave his word that he's going to compete at East versus West. 90% at least, more than 90% against Prudnik. And if Devon wants anyone else other than Prudnik, he will get that person. But that match may happen in the mid of next year. So after this rankings video, I don't know why, maybe there was some debate. Travis was also jumping into the conversation, and then Engin deleted his video about rankings and he deleted his Facebook post about ranking, I never got to see them. But I saw some videos, because if once you upload something on the internet and if you're a popular figure, that thing never goes away from the internet. So I watched that video, and after that Devon was not happy with the rankings. So this is where the issue started. Then Devon uploaded a video called World Rankings. It has already gotten about 50,000 views, and Devon did not give his own ranking. Devon said or told us what are the flaws in the current ranking system that we are using. And mainly the arguments that Devon was using were around Jerry being ranked so high in there because he has never defeated Dave. He has kind of been equal with Monster Michael Todd. So these were the problems that Devon Larratt saw in that conversation. And in that video, Devon said that ELO system can be utilized, point-based ranking system, just like chess, because if humans are doing the rankings, then it will be biased. Was it clickbait? I don't think so. Eris, yes, I agree. Pradeep, do you play any video games? I have a PlayStation 4, but I haven't plugged it in like in 1 year. Beard looking good, Pradeep. Thank you very much. Thank you. I do not do anything, literally anything for it. I need to take care. But if I was allowed to grow beard at my job, then I would be for sure taking care of it. Maybe try to find some sponsors like Monster Michael Todd. Jerry's matches with Dave were a long time ago. I agree. This is what Engin was saying. To this point of Devon, Engin's reply was that then maybe Taras Ivakin should also be ranked ahead of Devon because he defeated Devon in 2006. JR Williams is saying, you are right, Pradeep, that hasn't happened with the live stream conflict in a while. It just sucks when it happens. I wouldn't, on this topic, JR Williams, I don't agree with you. Engin is a big figure. He don't need to care about us small YouTubers when he's not going live. He can and he should go live whenever he wants. It is us low level small YouTubers who care about small things. Engin made good point about Ivakin and Devon Toma. Yes, I do agree with it. I agree with it. So ELO doesn't work for sports. Why? Why do you think it doesn't work? Single person sport, it does. So ranking, I think it should be decided by more than one people. Yes, Engin does his own rankings, but in the future there should be a thing where like there is a panel of important people who does the rankings, and let's say Engin Terzi is the one, and let's say Devon is also involved a lot in rankings. Devon is the second guy, and tell me, there should be five arm wrestlers, high level knowledgeable arm wrestlers like that. And not only knowledgeable, I would prefer a guy who is less knowledgeable but is actively watching the sport of arm wrestling, like John Brzezinski may be the most knowledgeable arm wrestler in the world, but is he actively watching arm wrestling, whatever is going on in the world? I don't think so. So I would never have an arm wrestler like John Brzezinski in the ranking panel, just because he may not be aware of everything what is going on in the world right now. So people who are knowledgeable and who are watching everything. Engin Terzi is the first person that comes to my mind. MJ Maja Hakim. So Pradeep, you're looking good. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Maybe they should implement an RPI BCS style of ranking and rating like NCAA football. So UFC, by the way, the way UFC are also doing ranking, it is also like human based, not computer based. So maybe there is a point why it cannot be computer based. But again, I don't think no single person should be doing. It is the right of the single person. Like if I tomorrow start doing arm wrestling news rankings, there is nobody who can do anything about that. I can do my own rankings if I want. But the ideal thing would be to involve as many educated people, so that even if there is a bias, it gets cancelled out. So those people should be from all around the world. This is what I think. So let's get back to the discussion. What those guys were saying. Devon was saying again bias versus non-bias, but I genuinely believe that Engin Terzi's system, although I am not a fan of how Engin Terzi does the rankings, but this is the only system that can work right now because there are not enough super matches to draw comparison from. If Engin Terzi continues, and of course he is going to, if Engin continues his East versus West for 2 more years, let's say, then I think there can be much better systems than what Engin Terzi is doing to rate to rank arm wrestlers. But right now this is the only thing that can possibly be done, and his system is non-biased, very simple, anybody can do that. Like if you beat a person, you take a place, and everyone below that person who just took that place goes 1 rank down. So it is simple, zero chances of involving human bias in that rule system. But this is not enough. It is clearly an incomplete system, and we are going to discuss why. But there is no other system that can replace this one for at least a couple of years, I think, because just for the simple fact that there are lack of matches. Like the balloon DOR in football, I don't know that ranking system. There is no champion that is determined by a panel. Okay, difference, but everyone, how can 10 guys be champion in the same weight category? I don't understand your comment, Deeps. Difference is Jerry's matches with Michael and Devon were the most recent matches, whereas Ivakin was a decade ago. Okay, your name is Akash Chopra. Akash Chopra, nahi. He's my school buddy, schoolmate. Stats that are facts is the only way to determine placement. If you want to climb rankings, then pull often. I agree. Good comment. Toma, Engin says it is his opinion, not the objective truth. Why people took opinion as an insult? No, Toma, I'm not sure if Engin said that. Because yes, the system that he has designed, it is based on his opinion. But once the system is created, then there is no opinion. It is a rule, simple rule that can never go wrong. I'm not saying it is 100% right, but if it gives you the accuracy of 60%, that 60% is going to stay consistent because now it is based on rules. He may have created it with his own opinions, but it does not involve any opinion right now. It's not complicated. As I've already said in my video, when Engin decided the top 10 guys, maybe that was 2, 3, 4 years ago, then it would have taken a lot of brain. But right now he has created a system as simple as maybe a 6-year-old can do the rankings. Engin is not involving any brain in these rankings right now because it is based on one simple rule. You beat someone, you take his place, all other guys shift down. So you do not need that much experience or any experience to do ranking that way right now. Once that top 10 is created, I'm sure in the first time it would have taken a lot of research and skills. So what else was Devon saying? Devon was saying that he doesn't care about being on the rankings. Is it true, guys? Devon has uploaded some 4 videos on rankings already. When Dave Chaffee was ranked ahead of him, Devon made a video that these rankings are absolute crap. Devon always uploads videos about world rankings. So is it really true that Devon doesn't care about rankings? I don't think so. Talked about Russians. Devon was saying that those guys are getting paid more than East versus West athletes. And Engin replied to that as well. It is very clear how much the Russian athletes were paid. 6,000 for the winner of super heavyweight and 10,000 for overalls, I think. So $16,000. But that 16,000 was for one person, Dmitry Salayev, who won both of them. And he had to cover his own expenses, I'm guessing, unless he found a sponsor for himself, which is again his own money, kind of. And other than that, he may have to buy food by himself. Maybe there was an arrangement, I don't know about that, but that was not guaranteed money. And Engin told us that he offered Devon $20,000 guaranteed money, and all of the athletes, whoever are getting, I think there may be some people who may be getting just their expenses paid, but most of them are getting some kind of guaranteed money. So that is a big difference. I don't think it could be compared like that. And okay, let's see the chat. You beat anyone, you take his place. This is how it should be. Like, I'm not sure. There are many flaws in the system that we are going to talk about, and right now we have to accept it, because as I said, there is absolutely no way to find a better ranking system. Your shirt is changing seconds, yeah, colors every second. I don't know why is it happening, because I recorded a video as well, and even in that video the same thing was happening. I was referring to MMT. Okay, that is stupid, because a King's Mover can beat Top Roller, then Jerry comes in and beats the King's Mover, and all of a sudden he's ranked higher. Deeps, yes, there are many styles, so make matches things involved in this. You be I'm sorry, I cannot read all the chat today, because I have to discuss a lot of things in this live stream. Engin was talking about Ivakin in terms of Devon being number one in 2008 after beating John. In Devon logic, he couldn't beat Terrace, beat him in 2006. Mikhail, yes, your point is also, but Engin was talking about now. Engin was comparing, he was trying to say that there is a difference between the most recent result and the previous result. If Dave Chaffee's wins over Jerry Caderet should count now, then maybe Terence Ivakin's win over Devon should have also counted when Devon was ranked number 2 in the world. This is what Engin was saying. Devon makes the rules and pays Bill Collins so he can break the rules. Even in cricket, the rankings are based on algorithm. There is no human intervention. I agree. I totally agree. You aren't active at least once a year, and you should be removed, just like Gary Kasparov isn't in the ELO rating anymore. Yes, there has to be time. Guys, I apologize. Just give me 15 seconds. I'm going to change the t-shirt. This is causing a lot of troubles. Opinion ranks is just opinion, and anyone can create an opinion. It is not a fact. It is almost impossible to create accurate ranking, because arm wrestling depend on styles. An excellent top roller will get smashed by Jerry. Yes. So this is why I was saying that in 2 years, if Engin keeps on doing these events, then we will have much more data. Let's talk about that circle once again. So in that circle, Hermes Gasparini beats Gennady Quickvinia. Hermes Gennady. Then Gennady is someone who, let's first say Alex Kurdacha. Alex Kurdacha beats Hermes Gasparini. Hermes Gasparini beats Gennady Quickvinia. Gennady beats Dave Chaffee. Then Dave Chaffee beats Alex Kurdacha. So who do you rank among the top? Because it is quite confusing. But when there are more super matches, maybe we can determine a new system which also takes into account how many of the other guys that person has defeated. Yes, Hermes Gasparini may be ranked lower than Gennady, even though he actually defeated Gennady. But we will see how many other guys they have defeated. Maybe Gennady lost to 3 other guys that Hermes has defeated. So under no circumstances then he should be ranked above Hermes Gasparini. But right now we do not have that many matches. If we talk about the top athletes, let's see, I'll give you the list. Engin Terzie's list. Levan, let's leave Levan alone. Jerry Caderet, how many people has Jerry defeated in that top 10 range? Only Gennady Quickvinia. Gennady, how many Gennady has defeated? Only Dave Chaffee. Artem Morozov, who has Morozov defeated? Again, only Dave Chaffee. Alex Kurdacha, who has Alex defeated? Only Hermes Gasparini. And after that, Revaz Lutidze, who has Revaz defeated? Only Michael Todd. Michael, who has Michael defeated? No one in the recent times. No one. He defeated Jerry in 2019. So Michael has not defeated anyone in that top 10. Evgeny Prudnik, who he has defeated? Artem Morozov, who has ranked number 1. So in Engin's top 10, no one has defeated more than one guy from the top 10, and Michael, I think, is the only one who has not defeated even a single guy from top 10. So this is the problem right now. What will happen in 2-3 years from now is the top 10 would look something like every single guy has gone with at least 2-3 guys, at least 2 guys, maybe 3-4. So then we can draw a lot of conclusions, and though that circle that was created between Hermes, Gennady, Alex and Dave, that wouldn't result in chaos and confusion anymore. Maybe that will still create some chaos, but then at least we can figure out that, like, how many other guys that same person has defeated. Maybe the guy that we are going to compare him with has lost to those other guys. Then maybe we can come up with some ranking. Of course, I don't think a system is going to be able to do that. Maybe it will still need some human intervention. But then after that, let's get back to Devon's comments about Devon's comment in his first video. So that Russians getting paid more, that doesn't make sense to me, because Devon was getting paid $20,000 to pull Evgeny Pronik, and Russians had to fight for $16,000. Although I do not agree with Engin when he said that Russians should not be involved in world rankings. So he talked about Jerry versus top rollers, because Ryan also made a video about it, that most of the guys in top 10, 15 are top rollers. Jerry is going to do well against them, but Jerry has lost to Dave Chaffee and Michael Todd and Devon. And how much time before we define inactivity? Devon said 1 year, Engin said 1 year is too much. But what I expected from Engin is that how much time is he going to consider before calling someone inactive. 1 year is too much. Okay, we got that much. But Engin should have answered, is it 9 months? Is it 6 months? Is it 4 months? Let's say it is 6 months. Even then, even if Engin thinks it is 6 months, that 6-month rule doesn't apply on Russians now. And Engin created that list less than 2 days ago. I'll tell you how it doesn't apply to Russians. Because that ban on Russians was implemented in March. So the war started on 24th of February. So I'm quite sure the ban was imposed in March. Let's say 1st of March. I think it was not 1st, but let's say 1st of March. March, April, May, June, July. August, first week, King of the Table announced that Vitaly is going to compete. So only 5 months. Only 5 months. Russians were not active only for 5 months. And Engin has excluded them from the rankings. It is okay. Now what happens? Are they included back into the rankings? I asked Engin on his YouTube page and he answered no, because now they will have to arm wrestle once again, win once again, and come back into the rankings. All of that just because of 5 months inactivity. I don't think that is justified at all, and even if it is justified, they shouldn't have to compete once again to get to that spot, because it is just 5 months. Everyone at some point of time is going to be inactive for 5 months. This is why I said that it should have been made clear by Engin how much time he considers inactivity for removal from the top 10 list. So that is, Mark was saying, I really apologize guys, couldn't read the chat. Gennady beat MMT2. Where is he from? Sky is saying, I don't know who. Corey the Flash Miller. Toma, can you explain ELO system, brother? I don't know. I also don't know. It is a computer system. I'm quite sure the ranking must be really, like, if you defeat a number 1 guy, you get more points. If you defeat number 2, 3, 4 guy, you get less points, and so on. I'm not sure how many points you lose if you lose to a guy. The loser must also deduct some points from overall. Is the t-shirt causing seizures or something? Frequency absolutely matters in ELO, less predictive than win-loss record. And also Devon Larratt, excluding Devon Larratt just because he told Engin that he's not going to compete anytime soon. So Engin has removed him from the rankings. And by the way, Engin told me that in order to get back into the rankings, you have to compete and win. So Devon is excluded from the rankings and he has to compete and win. So what happens now if Devon accepts a King of the Table offer tomorrow for pulling in 4 months from now? How does Engin change? Does he bend that rule for Devon now? Does he say that yes, maybe there was a miscommunication, maybe Devon changed his mind, so that is why I'm including Devon back into my own rankings? Or does Devon have to compete again and win? So this is a flaw in that system, big flaw, because Engin removed Devon just based off what Devon told him, that he's not going to compete till probably first quarter of next year. So removing him because of that, the big question arises: what if he changes his mind and competes, let's say in 2 months from now? Then that system will, according to that system, Devon will have to compete and win to get back into the rankings, and that would be what, 4 months of inactivity, less than the Russians. So I think I'm able to explain myself. You get more points by defeating higher ranked quality players and less points for defeating lower quality. Yes, Ronin Unleashed explained it. I really apologize, guys. I've never missed. Dennis is still top. So Dennis, it is quite clear. Everyone is talking about it indirectly. That I'm sure that Dennis versus Levan, I think it is the match that is happening at King of the Table, left-handed. Tournaments would help establish the ELO system very fast. So Corey Miller is doing that and is working on it. Devon said that Australians are working with that ranking ELO kind of system for a long time now, and it is working fine. He said that a Russian guy is also doing that for a long time. It is also working fine. So Devon did give some examples. He did some research before uploading that second video. And other than that, that second video was just trying to make fun of Engin Terzi. The mighty silverback, yes, so frequent athletes who are willing to take the lower ranked matches move up the list. Again, inactive, better athletes resulting in poor matchups. I agree. This is what the X Sport News, the ranking guys, they are doing. I think their ranking right now is the most famous ranking in the world. And they gave this reason on their website that ELO system or point based system would not work for them because top guys wouldn't get as many matches. Levan would not get 3-4 matches every year, so he will not compete and he will be inactive. Other guys will keep competing and gaining points. So Levan's top spot in that case maybe in trouble. So maybe we can include a system like where the top guy is kind of protected, like his points reduce less than other guys. Then next 4 guys, they are also kind of protected, not as much as the first guy, but I think you're getting my point. It will be really complex, but I think we are few years away from that kind of thing. MMA, boxing, if everyone starts with 1200, it would be unfair to Levan. He beat many of the top guys. Other guys beat only one top 10 guy. Yes. My ranking is best. Andrew M is saying. Nivesh, what's up, Pradeep? Levan should pull the Great Kali. Actually, Great Kali looked like he had good genetics, but because whenever we have seen him compete, because his legs were totally messed up, and you don't really need legs in arm wrestling. He had good thick wrist, and he had that natural top roll. Whenever you see him in arm wrestling in WWE, he had that top roll, and a 7-foot guy, he has a good top roll, a thick wrist as well, and that top roll came naturally to him. You can watch all the matches; he's always top rolling. So I think Great Kali could have done some good things if he tried arm wrestling. Dennis needs to 145 kilos. Engin ranking is just personal fantasy. You can't challenge it. No point in making argument on one person opinion. Everyone has their own ranking in their mind. Oleng, yes. This is why despite being asked like 100 times, I've never made a top 10 arm wrestlers in the world ranking video. Because there is no way to do that. Absolutely no way to do that. Maybe I'll make that video in 1 year when Engin Terzi blesses us with 50 more super matches. That match would have been awesome if Dennis didn't blow out his kidney and was still in prime. Yes, Levan versus Dennis was already supposed to happen. Why he doesn't remove Levan versus... Levan should also be considered inactive, similar to Devon. So Engin gave the reason for this, that Devon said that he's not going to compete and Levan is willing to compete. But again, I don't think this statement also holds much importance. Why? Because Engin has himself said that He also invited Levan to his East versus West event, but Levan didn't come. Maybe it was because Engin couldn't find him a suitable opponent. Maybe it was because of money. I don't know. But Engin has invited Levan to compete at his event as well. Or yeah, I think I remember it correctly. So Levan also didn't come to his event. Yes, I also don't think that based on what you say your ranking should be decided. I do not agree with it. Just because Devon said that he's not going to compete, you're going to remove him. What if then after that everybody starts lying, even if they don't want to compete, they're going to just accept matches and cancel it in the last time, or कोई बहाना बना देंगे. Maybe they'll say that give some excuse. MMA rankings are panel based. I think the system work in arm wrestling also. Yes, this is what I was saying early on, that there has to be more than one person involved to make rankings, because in chess matches happen so rapidly that elo determines, but can't understand how it will work for arm wrestling where every 1 or 2 month matched. And by the way, Engin system is working right now. Rankings are going to change every week when matches are more every 10 days. And if ranking are just shuffling every day, a 10th guy is suddenly jumping to second, or 15th guy is jumping to second, then somebody is beating him. I don't think know how much sense it makes if it keeps on changing every week. Okay, Deeps is saying in Elo it doesn't matter, your ranking doesn't matter, and you do not have a ranking until you have at least 10 matches. So Devon's second video, Engin's first and second video, let's talk about them. Engin said 1 year break is way too long, and same thing, Levan wants to pull, Devon doesn't want to pull. We have already talked about that. The Chechnya event, same thing, the prize money was there, but you have to compete for that. And Engin is offering flight tickets, hotel accommodation, food, and guaranteed prize money. So that is the difference. And Devon was saying that ranking should be decided by whichever organization is paying the most. Is it really true? I don't think so. So then he talked about Dave and Jerry, Michael and Jerry. I think we've already talked about why I don't think that excluding Russians from arm wrestling ranking was a good decision from Engin, because it was only 5 months of inactivity. Mark Henry versus Great Khali. I think Khali would top roll Mark Henry. Deeps, you should explain to the MMA boxing world how totally works so well. It's like we try to fail because the realities are different. East versus West ranking 1 to 10 each category. King of the table PL vendettas are some add ups. Each person ranking and divide by 3 whoever has the lowest average. Okay, yeah. Elo is the most perfect world ever. Works mildly as well. Okay, we don't live in that world. I think arm wrestling rankings are going to be much easier in a couple of years from now, because 2022 is by far, and one more thing, even though I do not agree with Engin on this rankings topic, I want to mention one thing, and that one thing is that I don't think Devon is the most important arm wrestler in the world, most important person in the arm wrestling community. Yes, he was, but if we look at it carefully, Devon's work, what he's doing for the community, can be replaced now, not by one person, but with a group of people. Like Devon is very popular, but is he doing those collaborations with Juji Mufi now? Is he doing those collaboration with that black tip fisherman YouTuber, whatever it was? Is he doing those collaboration with NBA, with Shaq, and all of those people? Is Devon doing that? I don't think so. Has he done such things in last 1.5 years? He's not even uploading that many videos. His YouTube channel is also not growing at a very fast pace. So what Devon is doing right now, what Devon has done cannot be replaced. But what Devon is doing or is going to do in next 1 year can be replaced by, let's say Levan, Hermes, Prudnik, these 3 guys combined. They combined can do what Devon is doing in terms of bringing popularity to the arm wrestling world. But my question is, what Engin is doing right now, who can replace it? Who can give us 60 super matches in 1 year? So I genuinely believe right now Engin is the most important person in arm wrestling. Super matches outside those federations don't affect rankings. Ideally they should. Levan pull the winner of... And another thing, One more question for Engin. Engin was saying that just because Russians cannot compete internationally, they are excluded from the rankings. Why? If somebody staying in Russia is defeating a guy who is ranked number 2 in the world, and according to your ranking system, he should get the second rank, then why wouldn't he get the second rank just because he cannot travel internationally? Let's say if Michael and Dave Chaffee were competing against each other in USA in 2019, I'm quite sure watching that match, Engin Terzi would change his rankings, even though that match was within USA only. If it was like that, then who has Michael Todd defeated outside of USA in last almost a decade? I don't think Michael has won a single super match in almost a decade. Same thing with Devon Larratt, who has Devon defeated outside of his own country, right-handed. So clearly, the rankings were working that way. If Devon had a super match against Michael in USA, okay, Devon is from Canada. Let's leave him. Same case, Jerry versus Michael. If both of them were in the top 10 rankings and Michael beats Jerry, I'm quite sure Engin is going to change his rankings based on that. But why not when Russians compete each other within their own country? Just because they cannot leave their country? Why should it matter? That point has never been clear to me. Just because they cannot leave, I don't think it should matter if there is a guy who is ranked top 10 in the world, and if somebody is beating him, why should it matter whether those guys can travel or not? Ronin Unleashed is also a believer in point-based system. I am also a big believer, but that system is very difficult right now, for at least for super matches. Levan Lalatin, Salaev, Hermes, Morozov, Gennady Rivas. I lost the chat. Okay, Prudnik, Chaffee, Jerry, Kodecha, no order. Fundamentally disagree, good one. Mikhail is saying we cannot mix tournaments and super matches, in my opinion. That is also a valid point. But how many human emotions we can involve in rankings? Because if we involve human emotions, both Vitali and Salaev were fresh because they just defeated all of their opponents within 1 second. So they were both fresh, and that is another human involvement. I think we should. I think we should involve tournaments in rankings, because super matches are a new thing. Not even 2 decades since these super matches have started. Before that, how would they have ranked arm wrestlers based on tournaments? Devon has 450k subs, Engin has 35 subs. You are making a video because of Devon, he still has influence. So yes, I do agree, but I still don't agree. If you watch my channel, I don't think I've uploaded a single video about Devon in last 1 month, and that is why the views have dropped. I used to get 500,000 views on my channel, but since I stopped uploading about Devon Larratt, that view count has dropped to 300,000 views. Wait till the documentary came into Netflix. No. Devon has 450 subs, Engin has 35 subs. Are you making a video because of Devon? He still has an influence. Okay, I'm reading it again, man. Where is my mind? No. It's just politics. Where are the two sides, PL versus WL, and WAF in the middle? Then the Russian are with King of the Table, WAF are with East. I'll have to read it again. East versus West. My friend are someone's little pup. It's just politics. There are two sides, PL versus WL before. Okay, now WAF in the middle, Russian, King of the Table, WAF. So what? They can compete. If they cannot compete against each other, yeah, then rankings are going to be difficult. I agree. Ryan Bowen is actual number 1 in the world, the greatest arm wrestler of all time possible. Netflix, yeah. Oleng, I forgot that one thing. Netflix documentary. Hello Pradeep, I think Mezurenko can replace Engin if he returns. I'm not sure, because Mezurenko, I found that he is also someone that was not willing to change according to time. That is why he got in trouble during that COVID time. Hypothetically, who would you want on a judging panel for arm wrestling rankings? We already discussed it. Whoever whoever has knowledge, and even more than knowledge or experience, I would rank the activeness in arm wrestling. Whoever is watching the most, whoever is most updated, Engin is probably the most updated guy and most knowledgeable as well. So both correct factors. Devon, definitely knowledgeable. Is he watching everything? But I think that should be the limit. I think Devon is watching quite a few things about arm wrestling. He's not missing much. So Devon can be there. Other than that, Chan Shaw already has experience in US rankings. The guys that arm sport rankings, X sport rankings, they are doing arm wrestling rankings. You should take one guy from there as well. I think you get the idea. I do not have names ready right now, but whoever is knowledgeable and also actively watching everything that is happening in arm wrestling. Joe Rogan podcast is also coming. Devon is getting old too. It will be harder for him to promote as not as many people take interest in watching older folks. We need countries to put money into their own arm wrestling federations. Correct. Pradeep, you need to release your ranking. It is not possible, brother. It is not possible. It will be totally. I'm someone who say that I try to be non-biased, but rankings are going to be completely biased. It is not possible to make rankings without being biased. This is why I'm not. Eric Rosan, yes. Who's your top 5 arm wrestler in order, Pradeep? Nivesh, but again, difficult, man, difficult. If Dimitri Salayev, like, beating Vitali made Dimitri Salayev number 2, but can we justify Vitali's number 2 position? His position was based on his loss to Levan in first round. It took 10 seconds, it took 15 seconds. That is why he was ranked number 2. Who he has defeated out of top 10? Only Prudnik. Vitali has only defeated Prudnik, who at that point had not defeated any of the top 10 guys. So are you guys getting this? Vitali beats only one guy, Prudnik, who was ranked number 10, and even Prudnik had not defeated any of the guys who were ranked top 10. So this is the problem. Was Vitali really number 2 in the world? And if Dmitry Salayev beats Vitali again, then I think he definitely deserves a spot somewhere. If not 2, then maybe number 3 in the world. Pradeep, you agree that Ryan Bowen is undisputed number 1, right? Yes, of course. Just randomly without specific order. So I don't know, man. I don't know. No idea. I think now Devon is not there for sure. Hermes Gasparini is there for sure. Dimitris Salayev is also there, I think, in top 5. Levan 3. Morozov, is he actually there? He beat Dave. I would not rank Dave there. Maybe Morozov can be 5. Jerry can also be in that 5 because of his style. He can go well against top rollers. Maybe that I have to. Maybe I'm missing a name or two. Let's see if I'm missing a name. But Prudnik can beat Morozov quite convincingly. So Morozov. Then again, this is why I was saying it is impossible. Vitali beat Trubin. Trubin was easy top 5 then. So Trubin has never been top 5 post pec surgery. I don't know how that steep decline in Prudnik from beating almost everyone, then losing to a guy 85 kg Georgi Totiev guy. That was difficult, and definitely is going through that difficult time. And that pec injury was not in the right pec. It was left side pectoral injury. I mean, no doubt an opinion ranked system creates drama discussion, which is good, but it is not accurate as ELO would be. Preach. Style make matches, so will never have 100% true rankings. Yeah, maybe ELO system is the way. Are you and Devon cool, Pradeep? Any issues? No, I don't think so. So under Engin Terzi's live stream, I did write that maybe Engin thought that I genuinely asked a question. I actually genuinely asked a question that Neil, that Engin, why did you remove, why didn't you not include Dimitri Silaev in the ranking? Because before you released the ranking, King of the Table matches were announced, and you thought that maybe I'm trying to get in good terms with Devon. This is why I asked. Pradeep, can you read through the rankings? I haven't watched the Engin video. I did in the beginning of the video. Maybe I'll do it once again, brother. Just wait. So Engin's rankings are Levan, Jerry, Kinadi, Morozov, Chafee, Kodecha, Hermes, Rivaz, Michael Todd, Prudnik. Yeah, the more balance we have in the sport, the more that we will have a circular ranking, like Jerry beats Hermes. Yes, circular ranking is really difficult to get rid of, unless those top 10 guys, that those guys in the circle have faced multiple common opponents, then we can solve that problem. Time for a new Ryan Bowen delusional series. Pradeep, can you read through? Okay, read it already. Devon has mentioned he liked Pradeep a lot in the past and promoted arm wrestling news early. Yes, I don't think I have any issues, and I clearly said that out. If there are 10 things, I can just close my eyes and say that without even looking at those things, that I'm going to agree with Engin on probably 8 of them, and with Devon maybe only on 2 of them. But this is a point, the rankings that Devon was mentioning. I agree with Devon more than Engin in this one. And I also agree that the system that Engin has created now, it is the only way to go because of lack of arm wrestling matches. It is definitely not the best way, but it is the only way right now. It will not be the best way in a couple of years from now. Day 4 of sitting on Delusional Bowen channel, refreshing it every second in anticipation of greatness. He'll take more time. Maybe he said towards the end of this month or first week next month. Pradeep, have you talked to Engin at all about you doing commentary or announcing? You will get so much exposure and you will have so much. So I've talked with Engin about that press conference, asking questions there. Engin has invited me as well. So I think I'll get the passport and maybe I'll go there. I think those are pretty close, as you are going to get pretty accurate. Okay, RVJ deserves his own series of the delusional North America 4 horsemen. Devon, MMT, Dave, Jerry don't have style advantage against any of them. Yeah, MMT versus Jerry, great long matches. Dave puts him in a hook, and Devon also can beat him in a hook as well. Pradeep, time for bringing Ryan Bowen and RVJ on your channel. Why? They're not having a match right now. I've already have invited both of them, Samir. So I think that's about it. The discussion of ranking. I think few more points are also remaining before that. So Devon also did say that he did not reject Engin's offer. He just did not reply to it. Then Engin showed a video where Devon said that, I thought, Engin, you already knew because I didn't reply that I'm not going to compete. So maybe yes, Devon did not accept Engin's offer, but this is why Engin removed him from the rankings. But now things are more clear. Devon has promised Engin that he's going to compete at East versus West 5. No, not 5. Maybe East versus West 7 or 8. Maybe mid of next year, June, July time. And at that time, he's going to go against Evgeny Prudnik, and 110 kg weight cap. That match is almost confirmed, but just the date is not confirmed yet. Go to now. See you. Devon is okay. East versus West is not the only game in town. Hi Pradeep, joined late. Hope you are doing good. Are you planning to upload your version of arm wrestling ranking? I just answered it, brother. No, because there is no system. I'm not qualified enough to do that. Ronin Unleashed, I think you're telling that to Adnan, not me, I'm assuming. So excited for you, bro. Would be amazing to see you at East versus West. Bowen in Rome, the land of fallen empires. Performance enhancing pancakes. Pradeep, okay. Devon is okay, not going to read that. Third. So this is about it for the video. Maybe I have already uploaded a video about this. I gave it to my brother. Yep, the video is uploaded. So thank you very much, brother. East versus Gary Roberts versus Pradeep coming soon. Yeah, good match. Thank you guys. I'm going to end this live stream now. I think we had a cool discussion. Who confirmed it? Engin Terzi confirmed it. Prudnik versus Devon, mid of next year. East versus West. $20,000. Maybe inflation adjusted will be more at that time. But for now, $20,000. Thanks for the stream, Pradeep. Appreciate you, the man. Performance enhancing pancakes. Thank you very much, brother. I think one interview that you haven't done is Bob Brown, John Berzink as well. Michael Todd, I did a live interview with him, and a few others. Travis Bagent.